Shalom, shalom. It's your favorite Aki, third day edition. You can't really see the carpet that I got clean, but look at what the third day's looking like. You gotta let your light shine. Day 3, I got the lights up. I got the first coat of paint on there. Still gotta do some more. So, learned a lot of valuable lessons about painting. A lot about the painting is about prepping, and I could have did a better prep, but I was in a hurry to try to get the job done, so I just went on ahead and put the first coat on there, and I'll put another coat on there. But you never know of what it looked like 3 days ago. You know, put a little work in and it's coming together. Put a table inside so I can play some cards and stuff in there. And probably eventually get some more outdoor stuff. But let your light shine. When you put in the work and you start doing the necessary steps to improve your life, you get positive results. And I got family coming in tonight and some over the weekend for our generational wealth. And they're going to see this version of the pavilion because it's going to be their very first time here. This will be what they see. They won't see the sweat equity and things I put in to get it to this point. And it's not perfect, but it's in a lot better state than what it was. But that's how it is with your life. Like, a lot of people won't understand all it took to get you where you are, because that's behind the scenes and the work you did, but they'll be able to benefit from it. And there will be people sitting in here, maybe getting a break from the shade, or like it's drizzling now. I think it's going to hold off on the rest of the weekend, but then you can go in there and get a rest from the rain. But they'll see this version, and you got to be careful that people don't try to judge you by your now moment when they didn't see all the ingredients that went into the recipe to make you the highest version of yourself. So be careful. After you clean yourself up, you're going to run into an audience of people, and this is going to be the statement they make in, because they don't truly understand everything that it took to get what you are. They'll be like, oh, it must be nice to have that. It must be nice. I wish I could have did that, or, and they'll think that you were born on third base because they'll be judging your clean version. They won't judge all the things that it took to get you there. So those people who say it must be nice are the ones who truly don't understand the process. Because if they truly understood the process, then they would create that niceness for themselves. They'll be a higher version of themselves. So, but the thing about it is that you can't stop because of the must be nice people. Because one thing about you growing into the highest version of yourself, when you grow into the highest version of yourself, you give people, you give them the opportunity to grow into a higher version of themselves. So whether you know it or not, people are competing against you, and they see you prosper, and they see that you done turned your life around, and they will start like, man, if they can do it, I can do it. And they won't be saying it from a positive perspective, because people compete with you whether you know it or not. They'll be the ones that say, well, I know I'm better than them, or I know I can do it if they can do it. So you got to understand that people are competing with you don't even know. Some would be your family members, some would be your friends, some would be your coworkers. They're looking at you and see how you are leveling up, and they're comparing themselves to you. So if they're going to compare themselves to you, don't make it easy. There's no easy button. So make them have to work for it. There's no shortcut to greatness. There's no shortcut. My mom used to tell me the shortcut is the long way around. And there's a saying that says, if you have enough time to do it again, then you had enough time to do it right the first time. So take your time, clean yourself up. People truly want to understand all what it takes, but they'll benefit from it. Like I said, people are going to show up tonight. They probably won't get in till late, but they'll see this version and they'll think that I bought it this way, unless they watch these videos. But family, they won't be one to support you. They'll give kudos to a stranger that said the same thing as you, but as soon as you say, oh man, that's just such and such, but then let somebody motivational speak, Tony Robbins, to say something that's half as profound as what you said. Oh, did you hear what Tony Robbins said? And it's like, man, come on. So people glorify strangers and they really don't support family and friends. So they'll watch something from someone else before they watch it from somebody they know. But that's only to their detriment because I'm dropping game on them. But anyways, let your light shine. Don't be afraid to take the necessary steps to improve yourself, because it's a beautiful thing once you start seeing progress. Like this 3 days ago, I didn't even think it was possible to be ready for them to come around. So I got my little power bank. That's what I'm powering the lights on. And it's not taking much power. So I could power that. I think it says 99 hours. So it's not drawing a lot of power at all. So if I wanted to bring a TV out here, let me go in there so I can show you. If I wanted to bring a TV in here, they already had them out here, so I can power the TV through that as well. But or people can be in here playing cards and doing stuff like that. So this is all 3 days worth of work. And like I said, still, I didn't have the money to go and do something with the flooring, so I decided just to paint it. And I'm gonna go put another coat on it tomorrow and get the edges done and fine tune it just briefly in the morning. But I think it'll be ready to go for what I needed to do this weekend. Just kind of having a sitting spot. Got a skylight in there, so you'll be able to see either the stars at night or the sun during the day. Eventually I'll close this roof off, but 3 days worth of work. So imagine, what have you done this last 3 days? That's what I want to know. Like, what have you done in these last 3 days to really transition your life? Because this is a full-time job, being the highest version of yourself. There's no days off. So what have you done in the last 3 days to put yourself in a better position for the following 3 days? I'm not saying you can't take no breaks, because over the weekend I'm going to have family here and I'm going to sit back and relax because I've been going hard. But then after the weekend, I'll get back at it. So assess, are you really doing what it takes to make your light shine? Because an expanded mind cannot be contracted. Once you see the scope of possibility, you can't unsee it. Now you got to make a conscious decision to either go all in or to be mediocre. But once your mind is expanded to the possibility of turning potential into talent, man, there's no stopping you. The only one that can stop you is the one that you see in the mirror, because nobody can really talk you out of something or talk you into something. You have to vote with your decisions, and your decisions will determine what it is that you accomplish. So if you want to decide to be the same, keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to elevate the level of your thinking, the scope of your possibility that transitions into your reality, then man, take that step. Take this step to greatness, because greatness is not stagnant. It's dynamic. You have to have movement. It has to have not only movement, but progress, because all activity is not progress. So you could be busy doing nothing, but you got to be having a dedicated goal of what you're working towards, and then you will have that expected end, which may be an end state of a higher version of yourself. And if it's good, then it can be better. If it's better, then you can be the best. And if it's the best already, then make it outstanding. Always be willing to do the necessary steps to take it to the next level. So it's starting to sprinkle in here. I might bring my TV out here and just watch a movie or something and just chill as it rains, and see how it feels out here. But eventually I'm gonna get some rocks and some more lights around here. But feels good. Feels good to have, I won't say another project done, but in a better state. So just documenting the process. Let your light shine, because a light that's set on the hill cannot hide. You know, we're supposed to be light in the dark place. And the thing about light is that it extinguishes darkness, because light and darkness cannot coexist. So as soon as your light shines, it has to extinguish darkness around you. So as you start to shine, you're going to notice people start falling away from you. And that's your light extinguishing the darkness that's within them. So they'll start making excuses, or they just may stop calling you. I'm in the mission now where I don't initiate a lot of calls no more. I realized that I was the one that was sustaining a lot of relationships. I was the one holding a friendship. If I didn't call them, they don't call me. So in the season that I call less, I talk to people less. So what are you indulging on that you initiating that's not beneficial? So that's what you have to do that assessment on, and take your light to a place where it's appreciated. Set your light on the hill, and you will encourage people that you may not even know. People may see this video that never met me and appreciate it. And people who have known me 10, 15, 20 years will see it and be like, ah, that's just such and such. So your light may not be for your immediate circle, those who are around you. It may be for that stranger that's secretly admiring you, that wish they could have someone like you in their life. And when you bump into them, they say, man, I seen you, I appreciate that. It encouraged me. And you'll hear that more from strangers than you probably would from family and friends. But just know this, do the necessary step. You have to put the work in for it to work out. And once you do that, man, I won't even say the sky's the limit. There's no limit to what you can or can't do. Whether you can or you can't, that's up to you. It's all what you decide. I'm not saying it'll be easy. I'm not saying that it's going to be in 3 days. But what I'm saying is if you don't give up, you're going to accomplish your goal. And that's what it's about, being persistent. So shalom, shalom. I'm about to go probably bring a TV or something down here and just kind of chill. But let your light shine. Shalom, shalom.